And here's the rub, man. Here's the rub. And where the rubber meets the road is you gotta understand, man. They're your spiritual kids too. You guys are as high as me. We're on equal planet platforms, man. When I say I see dead babies in the morning when I wake up, it's true. I see my spiritual children being raped from this world, being robbed of their destiny, the death of innocence, death of sense, death of sense. It makes no sense. Roe v. Wade makes no sense to arbitrarily place a fucking proclamation that 3 months when the child beats heart starts, that's when they actually are created, when they're created at inception, when they're created when it's fertilized. But God has allowed some things to happen in defense. He's allowed miscarriages and shit like that to happen when Satan tries to insert his seed into the world through the laws of the government and shit like that. Render to Caesar's what is Caesar's, render to God's what is God's. God has never lost a case, my friend. I'll tell you the honest truth. God's children live. And there's a lot of living testimonies like Israel Houghton, for example, one of the greatest singers in the Christian church, who was a victim of rape, but his mother said, "You're Israel Houghton," and blessed her with a double portion of love for him to become such a great praise and worship singer. Man, what a great man of God that is. A living testimony that God has an answer to the issue of rape, if you have enough faith to believe it. But there are some that have been deceived into believing that they're demons so much and devils so much that they're not going to be saved, that they actually received the seed of Satan in their mind and it was going to manifest in their bodies, but I have a miscarriage, which is just shining light into the light that don't worry, you're alright. You were never pregnant, you were just having a false vision. That's all. That's my job to do, physically. You think I'm gonna put a false projection out there to do that because I can't wait? Dude, I have fucking godlike patience. I'm gonna wait till it's not pussy comes to me, it's till, you actually honor me. Like say, oh, wow, he just wants us to honor him. And pussy's not my crown. My crown is a crown of thorns. Of how long I had to wait to just meet one of y'all. You know what I mean? Like, you think it's been easy for me? I see shit, I'm over here, I'm over there, I'm like doing shit, serving y'all, serving this, serving that, and you don't get it. I was never serving any of y'all. I was just waiting for you to sit there and say, whoa, hey, you never ever been on the shelf at all? Tony known that. He said, you make more money sitting down. You make more money sleeping. Because that's when my spirit is released to God. And I can go anywhere I want. When I'm physically present like this, like for a day or two, because I'm smoking with Christ, and I feel great, and y'all do too, don't lie. My spirit is extending out, but I'm actually more powerful when I just rest. But hey, there's a different type of rest. There's a rest of true Jehovah Shalom. Jehovah Shalom had Gideon, blessed Gideon, who took down the prophet Baal of his father, which is exactly what was happening with me and my dad, my father-in-law. Because he sits there and he worries about all these fucking bills all the time, that he never listened to me one time when I actually gave him a compliment and said, You've been working in the hospitality industry for like, I don't know, 37, 40 fucking years. You could run a hotel if you just went for management. But you never enough balls to actually stand up and do it. But I can't really blame him, man. He just couldn't see the vision. There was too much division in the house. Because Jesus was without honor in his own house. Just like that prophet is without honor in his own house. And it's there for a reason. It's there so that eventually, when the father and the mother forsake him, the Lord, he will take them up. And that's happened a lot with me. But it hasn't happened in actuality yet. But it's happened a lot of times already. I mean, it's already happened a lot. Like, I've been used by God to heal a lot of people and do a lot of deliverances and shit like that, you know? I know that. The people that I blessed know that. You know? The people that were an extension of my blessing know that. They don't need confirmation of it. They don't need to hear anything. They don't need to be part of my YouTube. They understand that, you know? They don't need to know it. They understand it. But I like for people to know and understand. You know what I mean? For people to know and understand my place, so I can be properly honored, and we can have a great time together. You know what I mean? Because I'm always gonna blessing rap my brothers and my especially my wives, man. I'm gonna blessing rap them. I'm gonna love rap them. I don't love rap like make love rap my brothers. That's disgusting. That's faggotry. We'll never do that. I love rap them on a brotherly love and philios, but I don't eros them. Nah, man. My arrows are from my babies. I'll shoot my arrows to my brothers. Nah, man. I shoot them at myself. Because I fuck with myself. Because I feel alone all the time. Without any of y'all. And y'all, that's why I say, like Juice WRLD says, you know, it's the part where I tell you the truth. And truth hurts, man. But y'all rejected me, I didn't reject you. That's all you were doing all this time is debating who's the best, who's this, who's that. Trying to convince me this shit, that shit, pussies in the air, dicks in the air, all this bullshit. Hobson knows all this shit because he's been seeing this shit too. He's like, God damn, man, what the fuck shit? This is fucking ridiculous. He said never for once had he had any sexual thoughts toward my daughter, though. Because he knew it was his right. That I had to endure that. What the fuck shit? That I actually had sexual thoughts. And it wasn't Nikki Copp's fault. She would never do that. She's not a child abuser. She get kinky sometimes. And we role play sometimes. But nah, man, she's just covering me. It's because of fucking Dot trying to come into one of my kids and manifest himself so he could rape him at a young age, because he was the one that raped me, not Jesus. With his Jewish heritage bullshit, false apostle. And I'll always take a hit from my fucking family, my actual family. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. There was for a second that I felt some type of like faggotry towards Jonathan, and it went away real quick. It was like a second. That was it. I was like, this is fucked up. And it was Dot. Put that there, trying to rape my son. In actuality, the guy was raped when he possessed my dad. Trying to say he was my dad. And I didn't say yes to that. I hated that motherfucker. I always knew he was a violent fucking piece of shit. Pussy nigger. Never once in any of his songs did he lift up Jesus at all. Never once did he say Jesus at all. Deceiving the whole world. I'm like, what the fuck? Or close to it. Never once did he say Jesus at all. I'm sitting there saying Jesus over his lines like crazy. Because that's like, what the fuck? And the one song I said, will you hold me, not can you hold me. That's lack of faith. I would never say, can you hold me. Even if I said, can you hold me, I would be saying, will you hold me? I'm sex in a can. You know, I said, will you hold me, Lord? Will you hold me? And then he says, will you hold me? Just like you prayed, you hold me. Not the Holy Spirit, you do. Stop being ashamed of that. I know you're ashamed of that. There's nothing to be ashamed about that. Will you hold me? It's okay. Your prayer was answered. Will you help me through hell? So I could deliver a special gift to all these dots. Don't worry, I got this. Christ, Yeshua, Jesus Christ. Man. I'm his man. Understand? Past, present, and future. You gotta understand, Christ, Yeshua, Jesus Christ means Christ, Yeshua, the rabbinical Jewish side of Jesus, which represents the Torah, and Jesus, which is also all the Gentile forms of Jesus. Represents the future and grace and all the other stuff. Christ. How you doing? Christ, Yeshua, Jesus Christ, man. That's where the concept came from. It's explained. Christ means the anointing. Sometimes Paul used Christ Jesus. Sometimes he said Jesus Christ. He said you got to rightly divide, and he also implied, combine the word of truth. If you divide something, you can combine it with something else. And you can't take the con out of the text. If you take the con out of the text, what you're left for, or you can't take the text out of the context. If you take the text out of the context, what you're left with is the con and the text. See, Joseph Prince never said that part. That's the con, is the false pharisaical bullshit, which believes in spirits but doesn't acknowledge the authority of Jesus. So it comes in a Gnostic gospel type bullshit, matrix bullshit, and the text is a Sadducetical literal interpretation of the world, which is all the fucking literal Christians out there that look at the lines of the text but don't understand the implied meaning. They separated shit. You know? But the Pharisees won that battle because they at least believed in angels. Because they at least supported Paul. Because he originally started as a Pharisee. Yeah, see, you gotta understand things are deep in the word. Deep, deep, deep wells, man. Deep wells. They never stop. Understanding, knowledge, love, joy, peace, all good things, man. All good things. God said it was good. That's what you gotta believe in. Good. You know, it may not sound like I'm good to some people because I can't please everybody all the time. I just please myself and God. Some people look at my shit and they're like, well, we don't really understand this at all. But he always gets to a point where we get some understanding eventually. Maybe we learn some patience. Maybe you learn that I'm losing patience. I'm waiting to see Nova, waiting to see Teresa, waiting to see anyone that I've seen before. Praying that every form of God direct them to me. I don't want to stay a virgin, man. It's not pussy hell. I can't go to hell. It's not pussy heaven. It's not pussy anything. It's me making love to my women who actually appreciate me. But I really would like to see Nova first, really. Because she's been through the most. She's been raped the most. Not by my brothers. No, they would never do that. With the Amalekites. Spiritual adultery. False concept of those around. So much so that she believes a lie is true. And believes it so much so that she believes that I want to share her. So I say something like, a lesbian in a heterosexual's body means that I want to have a whole bunch of women or something. No, it doesn't. It just means I'm a heterosexual. With a compassionate man. I said that tonight to somebody. He says, that just sounds like you're saying you're a heterosexual. I said, you're right. Exactly. I say this shit to my brothers. It's like, he's saying the same thing over and over again. God damn it, you fuckers. He only wanted the woman that we suggested to him. Because he trusts his friends. He can't trust women. He's been hurt too much. And he has a right to that. He has a right to that. He has a right to his own goddamn choice. He has free will. He's not Free Willy the Well. He's not Moby Dick. He's not obsessed. He's a man of God. And he has the right to choose what he wants when he's done so much for other people. Healed so many other people. I have a right to choose who I prefer, and I prefer two. Teresa? No, duh, I just made that clear. I passed up a menage a trois over in Guyana when Audrey Eusebio wanted to, trick this other girl that I was like weirdly attracted to. Her name was Teresa too. It was kind of weird. Yeah, but she wasn't all that attractive. I was like really strongly attracted to her because she wanted to fuck me good, man. She really did. And I first learned how to whine up on her, and she came on the fucking floor and I said, I really want to take you in the woods and fuck you right now. And I said, no, I'm trying to treat Audrey what a real man is like. But I did really want to. I'm not gonna lie. But I still got self-control, man. I had self-control then. I just wanted to show her what a real man was like. But I did cheat on her. I mean, I did. The weight got to be too much. Too much planning and shit. I didn't have any money. I didn't have a job. I didn't have all this shit. I planned a wedding and everything over there. It was gonna be a big celebration and all that shit, but I couldn't make it at the end, man. It was a mission I had to abort. I'm not gonna go back and get her. That's done. She had a vision. It's a false vision. Me going back for a wedding ring and stuff like that. No. She's not dead. She's moved on. So have I. It's done. Done. I can't do everything. I'm just a man in the end. I love who I love. Those who've endured to the end and loved me and kept me in their hearts are the ones that are rewarded with me. That's all I want. And that might increase as my tail goes out. Not my ass or a scorpion tail that stings and infects people. Just my story. When this shit gets viral and stuff like that, People see what a romantic guy I really am and what a good man I am. They may decide to do some things that are different. But I'm going to leave it to the consensus of my own personal female table of 6. And just so we know who they are, it's Rihanna, Nikki Onika, Nikki Carasquillo, Nova, of course, Teresa, and I really hope it's Ciara. Always loved her. I always really loved her. A lot. She just was fucked up on drugs, you know? She had a lot of pain in life, man. She really needed a big healing. I never raped her. I laughed at her because I saw her as delivering another fucking dude. Like, I knew she was holy. She was too beautiful not to be. There's others out there, like one called Moonshine. I don't know what her real name is, though. But they didn't make it to the table. So I would trust them to tell me the truth after they know that I've fully forgiven them. For doubting me, giving up on me, or selling for somebody else. Oh, someone tried to get up. Who was it? Ciara tried to get up. She said, you should put the Trelane Moore there. I said, no, I shouldn't. Trelane Moore had a clear understanding of who the fuck I was for a long time. And she really never tried to contact me at all because she said she felt some responsibility because she had kids with the guy that she was with, even though she knew I was telling the truth. Those kids are my kids, not his. That guy is a fucking rapist and played with them with his hands, pleasured them. And that's the truth, Trelane. I never lied to you. I told you there's consequences to shit. You doubt your man, shit happens. It's your fault. You better contact somebody about that shit and put him in jail. This is your responsibility now. And that's your proof.